Are you willing to fight guys who have different promotional interests? I mean, are you willing to try to break down those barriers to make those fights happen?
Can we take a time out real quick?
This is an important question.
All local questions are, believe me.
I'm open, you know. I'm always interested in what I call the next proposal, right? What comes after? Who's the first name I hear? Do I get more than one name as an option to negotiate or try to go after for the next up-and-coming fight? I'm not too sure about what does hold in my future. I don't see too many fighters that are unable to make fights with, besides possibly who, like Timothy Bradley. You know, I would love to fight Timothy Bradley. I think there's better fights out there than Timothy Bradley, but I would still accept the fight if that's the one that was proposed for whichever reason. But you know, we're open-minded, man, and we want to continuously show that Keith Thurman is the best welterweight in the welterweight division today.
Thank you.
Keith, when you bring up Errol Spence, is he ready for you guys now? I know one time you said he wasn't. Is he one of the guys now that's ready to deal with either the winner of this fight or any other top welterweights?
You know, watching Errol Spence, looking at his team, his trainer. I don't know them very well, but just from the outside, they seem truly focused. You know, truly dedicated. You know, he was an Olympian. He's been very active. You know, I think one of his advantages is how active Errol Spence has stayed throughout his career, and that, you know, he's staying sharp, staying well tuned. Obviously, you know, for someone who was an Olympian, you know, I expected nothing more, and especially somebody who's gonna call me out. I expect nothing more than the performance that he gave against Chris Algieri. You know, it's interesting. He has his title eliminator with Bundu. You know, that's going to be a brilliant gauging point on Errol Spence and his skills. And you know, I expect him once again to try to come out in terrific fashion and try to make a big statement and showcase his skills and his talent to the world. Styles makes fights. You know, he's a tremendous athlete. I expect great things from the whole world of boxing. Expects great things from him. Before, at one point, I was prospect of the year. Errol Spence was prospect of the year. I see him as somebody who's a few steps behind. You know, I expect him to catch up very soon, and I look forward to the challenge when the challenge presents itself. You know, obviously everybody knows it was Floyd Mayweather who chatted in his ear to originally, you know, say my name out of his mouth. I believe. I mean, I wasn't even there to watch his fight. I was there to watch the other fight, so I missed his fight. And someone said that, oh, he just called you out. He just called you out, Keith. But he actually said Floyd's name first or something like that. You know, so it just, you know, someone was telling him what to do, what to say. But obviously, if you're not going after who's number one, what did I do when I first hit HBO? I called out Paulie. I called out Mayweather. You know what I mean? I called out everybody. You know,
not duck me, son.
You better not duck me, son. You know, so, you know, since then, I've calmed down. One thing that helped calm me down is being the champion of the world. I am the champion of the world. I have the belt. You know what I'm saying? So there are other belts out there, and I'm, you know, I try to be adamant in saying that I do want to collect more than one. I do want to make those fights happen. But like I said, man, about EJ, man, you know, I look forward to his rise and him coming up and the challenge when it does truly present itself.
And Keith, about the sparring.